What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Herstal P90. So if you guys have been playing Airsoft or watching action movies or any type of movie, honestly, you've probably seen the P90 in some application. The P90 is one of the most unique looking guns that does exist amongst the wide range of other guns that you can pick up in Airsoft or the real world. The one in front of me is the Cybergun fully licensed Herstal P90. So what I mean by fully licensed is it has all of Herstal's trademarks on the gun. So it gives it that extra sense of realism when you look at it or feel it. To jump right into the specs, the gun out of the box shoots 400 feet per second on average with a .20 gram BB. There'll be a little clip playing here so you can actually see that. The magazine that it comes with holds 68 rounds. So it is a mid-cap, borderline low-cap magazine. So there is no winding, there's no noise that comes from the magazine while you're running around. So it's very, very nice. They tend to feed really nicely too because the spring is actually pushing the BBs into the top of the hop-up chamber. So the spring is not fighting gravity. So feeding tends to be very, very good on P90s. The gun's body is injection molded plastic. So the body is actually very rigid and solid, even though it's about 80% polymer. The upper receiver, on the other hand, is metal. So you do get a half polymer, probably 3/4 polymer gun with the metal upper receiver and kind of front end here. The P90 does come with a rail segment. There's one rail on the top and there is integrated iron sights, and they are extremely low profile. They're actually quite difficult to use that they sit so low, and especially if you're playing Airsoft, which I'd imagine you would be doing, with any type of mask, it is hard to get your face up against the body of the gun, and looking down the sights is quite difficult. But with the rail, you can throw an EOTech or a reflex sight, red dot, whatever you'd want on top with absolutely no problem. And if you wanted to attach a flashlight or laser or anything amongst those kinds of attachments, you can do that as well with the two side rails. Another huge feature with the P90 is the entire gun is 100% ambidextrous. So if you're left-handed or right-handed, it is completely irrelevant. You can hold this gun either way and every single function is going to be the same. You have your charging handle on both sides, your fire selector right in the middle, your mag release on both sides, and in the real world, your shell ejection would be at the very bottom of the gun, so the shells would drop straight out rather than shooting out of either side, which is often a huge downfall to some ambidextrous rifles or submachine guns. Another thing with the P90 that makes it even more unique is the Bullpup design. If you are not familiar with what Bullpup means that the trigger mechanism is in front of where the magazine is loading in our case, BBs. So as you can see, the trigger is up here and the magazine loads the BBs back here. Typically on submachine guns, they have very small barrels because they are trying to be compact. But on the P90, your barrel is going to measure from all the way back here, where the magazine sits, to the front, but keeping the gun very, very small. That benefits you a lot when you do take this gun outdoors. The gun has a pretty large inner barrel for the overall length of the gun, which for CQB is awesome because the gun's small, and then for outdoor it's awesome because the barrel's longer. It really is the best of both worlds when it comes to, indoor play or outdoor play. It also has a version 6 gearbox, so if you're not familiar with that, the version 6 gearbox is specifically for the P90. And it is 100% TM compatible. So if you did want to upgrade this gun or put a lighter spring in it or, tons of different modifications, this gearbox can accept them. If you want to upgrade your gun, this is a great platform as well. And also now with the huge advancements in HPA, you can actually buy drop-in engines for the P90 with the F2. With the offset nozzles, you can put a Polar Star or HPA engine into your P90 without a crazy amount of modification. Years ago, and I still am, I've always been into P90s. I really like the guns overall. And I always wanted the HPA one, but you know, a couple years ago when that was something I wanted to do, there wasn't a drop-in engine for it. And you actually had to send it away and someone, you know, had to make it one-off, and it was gonna be very, very, very expensive. But nowadays you can buy a drop-in engine and your P90 is now HPA. Overall, the P90 is a really, really cool gun, and if you haven't gotten the chance to play CQB with one or even hold one, I encourage you do. They look kind of weird and they don't really follow a lot of like the standard gun looks or anything along those lines. They are oftentimes an instant turnoff to a lot of people with their visual appearance, but I will say, once you hold them, once you get them in your hands and actually use them, they're actually very, very comfortable. Overall, like the P90, and if you do too, you can go ahead and pick one up for yourself at ampedairsoft.com. It'll be the first link in the description. If you like the video, go ahead and like the video and comment down below if you use a P90, if you have a P90, if you've played with one, why you like it, why you don't, it doesn't matter. Feedback is key. What do you like about the videos, etc. So let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have an awesome day.